Finally, the international break is over and we are ready for Game Week 9. I hope you are too. But I think we're just going to start taking a quick look at what happened in Game Week 8 for our ChatGPT AI FPL team. As you can see on the screen here, we did pretty good. We actually scored 20 over average. So let's just go quickly through the team. So we got 6 points from Turner. Happy with that. Our defense did nothing. No clean sheets, nothing. That was a bit disappointing. We got an assist from Madison. Sloboside came up with an assist, but he got a yellow card. I think he's looking good. He's getting into good positions. He's an exciting pick. I don't see many people owning him, so it's like 5%. Okay. Bemo, nothing. Here is our hero, of course. We brought in Salah. We captained him. It paid off massively. So we got big whopping 30 points from him. A bit of a surprise here. So we got 2 bonus points from Solimars. We got an assist. So very happy with the 7-pointer there. Nothing from our City attackers. They are kind of out of form, to be honest. And our bench is looking bad, but we had international break, so maybe Botman is back. I hope so. But yeah, I think we just gotta move on to checking out the team selection for Game Week 9. As always, we started by calculating the upcoming fixture difficulty for Game Week 9, 10 and 11. And according to this, the best fixtures are Newcastle, Spurs, City, Everton, United, Arsenal, Liverpool. And the worst are Sheffield United, Palace, Bournemouth, West Ham, Brighton. Okay. So we saved that. We picked out all the fresh data and the player stats for Game Week 5, 6, 7 and 8 for the last 4 game weeks for forwards, defenders and midfielders. We brought that in here to ChatGPT. We asked ChatGPT to look at all the player stats, upload the fixture difficulty score, look at our team, and then start by creating a pool of the top transfer in targets for Game Week 9, right? Okay, so it's just processing all the data here, looking at it, printing out our team, and we ended up with the first pool was Trippier, Burn, Porro, Diaz, Guardiola, Romero, Ben White, and Dalot for some reason. And these are the transfer targets for defenders. For midfielders, we have Gordon, Son, Bruno Guimaraes, Salah, I guess we own him, Kulusevski, Doku, Foden, Doucouré. Forwards, Isaac, Wilson, Haaland, Alvarez, Watkins, Calvert-Lewin, Darwin Núñez, and Beto. I haven't heard of him. Okay, so that is our transfer in pool for the upcoming 3 game weeks. Then I went ahead, based on our current team, suggest transfers we should do before the upcoming Game Week 9. We have 1 free transfer. Fleck and Bullock and Morris must stay in our team. There's no point doing a goalkeeper transfer now, so I'm not going to spend any time on that. And Bullock and Morris, they just have to stay on the bench now if we're going to do a wildcard soon. So that's basically the only direction I gave this. And it came up with this transfer plan. So transfer out Solimars from your midfield and get in Anthony Gordon. Yeah, I like that. But I wanted 5 more transfer suggestions and rank them. So we ended up with these 5. So Mars for Gordon, Mars for Bruno Guimaraes, Bemu for Gordon, Slobosai for Gordon. But yeah, I like this one. I think this is good. This was the highest rated, so he's always going to pick that. I like the transfer plan. But here is something interesting. How would you rank it between saving 1 transfer and having 2 transfers next week and making the transfer now, the Mars Gordon transfer? So I haven't done this before and I found it very interesting. I kind of looked at the calculations this did here and that was very surprising. And it came up with a score for both strategies. So making the transfer now ended up with a 55.4 and saving the transfer for next week was a 54.6. So these scores are very close, indicating both strategies have similar EV. The slight edge goes to making the transfer now, suggesting that immediate gains in performance and upcoming fixture difficulty slightly outweigh the benefits of having more flexibility next week. So this I really liked. So this is something we definitely gonna do more going forward. Because there is like a opportunity cost, a trading off by doing this. Should we make the transfer? Should we save it? So, yeah. Interesting. We might look more into how we can calculate this even better, right? But that's fine. So now that we have our transfer plan, I just printed our team. We printed the upcoming fixtures, we printed some player stats, and we printed the team stats. And then I go ahead, based on Game Week 9 fixture, player stats and team stats, pick up captain and vice captain for Game Week 9. And here I don't calculate this, use just your expertise and intuition based on all the information we have above. Because there's no point calculating who the captain is gonna be. Because now we get this reasoning part, right? So I kind of like that. So let's look at it. I ran it 5 times because I think that's good because the model is not deterministic. So we kind of want to do that. So we got Salah, 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 and Salah. That means our captain is going to be Mo Salah. So you can see the reasoning here. Salah has been in sensational form and his stats over the last 4 game weeks are exceptional. Liverpool is playing against Everton, a team that's conceded a fair number of chances. Given Salah's personal form and defensive vulnerabilities of Everton, he is expected to have several scoring opportunities. So, despite City's mixed start to the season, Haaland has been a consistent goal threat. Playing against Brighton, Haaland's progress in forward goal could prove vital if Salah doesn't play for some reason. Haaland is a strong alternative. Okay, so yeah, I think this is good. I like the reasoning part. It even mentions it's a Merseyside derby. These matches are often intense and key players like Salah usually step up in this fixture. It could go both ways though. So, but it's fine I think. We both own both Salah and Haaland. But I'm more worried about like people captaining Son this week. But I think Salah is a good pick. So yeah, I guess that's it. So a transfer is gonna be Mars out in for Anthony Gordon. We're gonna captain Mo Salah. But I'm gonna wait a bit to do the transfer. Just look at some news from the press conferences later today, and then I'm gonna pull the trigger. If something else happens, I'm just gonna do a community post on it. But yeah, excited for game week 9. Good to have Premier League back. Wish you all a good luck in the upcoming game week. And yeah, see you again soon.